All right, so without speaking plenty grammar, I want to give way for our first speaker. Um, I'm asking, are you ready for fun? People are not answering. Okay, so our first speaker is to take us into the art of networking. Like we have we have been saying, networking. How well can you sell yourself? How well can you sell your business? That thing you do. How well can you market it to people and they listen to you and patronize you or form a relationship with you and all of that. So the person we are bringing up is a doctor. So you know what? No, it's not surgical doctor. It's not medical doctor. He's a doctor of knowledge. Abby, let's put it that way. So please, let's be on our feet as we put our hands together and welcome Dr. Lawrence.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. You guys are looking really energetic today. You can have a seat, please. When I say cab, everyone should say 23. Cab. 23. Cab. 23. All right. My topic today is going to be an interactive section, by the way. It's going to be the art of networking. That's what they gave to me, but I added the science because I believe there are practical steps to get to network effectively. A friend of mine came in from the UK and he said, Dami, I want to come to Port Harcourt. I want you to take me to the best place where I could eat Rivers platter. So I took him to this bar in Port Harcourt. So he ordered pami, he ordered catfish and inda fish. We were eating and across the table there was an elderly man called Joshua. Joshua interrupted our flow and said, "Young man, do you know I built this bar with my bare hands? But today nobody calls me Joshua the bar builder." We were intrigued. He pointed out the window and said, "Do you know I also built that bank? I decorated it. I put all the architecture together. But today, nobody calls me Joshua the bank builder." We now stopped eating and we are saying, okay, where is this man going to? Then he pointed at the other window, the one opposite us. That church, I supported it. 90% of the work, I built it. But today, nobody calls me Joshua the church builder. But when you steal a cow, everybody will call you Joshua the cow stealer. That made me think about message, the influence and impact of message. How come did they not know about his exploits? Why is he not recognized? Why is bad news moving faster than good news? And it brought me to the conclusion that maybe Joshua was so smart when he was young, he thought he needed nobody. Or he felt, or he had a bad character. He didn't really care about people. But it also brought me to the realization that we all need to network. If Joshua had the right network when he stole a cow, or when that news about him stealing a cow came up, his friends would have said, no, that's not Joshua. Joshua has done this, Joshua has done that. Joshua cannot steal this. So that brings me to this topic. Like I said, it's going to be an interactive session. The art and science of networking. It is not about what you know, but it's about who you know. Can we say that? It is not about what we know, but it's about who we know. The next slide, please. We are going to be talking about the art, what networking is not, research, what networking is, and who you should network to, how to effectively network, the tips to network with. So what is networking? Okay, no, let's not get there. Who knows this song? I'm unavailable. They know the. Who knows that song? Please, if you know it, can you put your hands up? 30 VG, eh? I carry go beggar now. No go sing that song when you the hustle. If you need to network, you should be saying, I am available. My helpers, they see me. My investors, they see me. Don't follow Davido and be singing that song because Davido has made it. You need people. You need resources. So you should be talking about how available you are, how visible you are. Media, how visible you are. So for you to effectively network, you should know God. You should know yourself. You should know people. And you should know your environment. Understanding that things change. So you have to always be on your feet every time. Media. So what is not networking? Networking is not you going to look for a job today or a contract. For example, I don't have a job, so I am going to meet Uncle A to give me a job. How about a friend of Uncle A that has been with him for at least 3 years and he doesn't have a job? Who do you think Uncle A will give the job to? Is it myself that is meeting him for the first time or someone he has a relationship with? I'm asking the audience. So who do you think Uncle A will give the job to? That's good. I want you to look at the next slide. Sir, I would be asking you for your observations. What do you see in the 5 pictures? I'll give you 30 seconds to observe it. What do you see in the 5 pictures? Okay. Interconnection. How? Creativity. Relativity. Interesting. So we can see that on different levels and in every level, we are all connected. You can see in the first picture, people are interacting. The second picture is a node. The third picture is a net. The fourth picture is electricity. That one intrigued me because all the electric lights are connecting, but there are some places that the light is more than others. And that could be depicted with our network, our net worth. How many people do you know? When you are in problems, who can you call? That can be depicted in our network. Can you go to the next slide, please? In Sweden, in 2023, there was a research that was carried out by Podman and Mikkel, and it was titled Networking to Accelerate the Pace of SME Innovation. They found out that there was a significant relationship between time to network, pace of innovation, and networking. Do we understand that? Organizations were able to drive market change and develop themselves when they had innovation capabilities at an early age. Meaning, I can see that we are all young people. So it is good you drive your innovative capabilities on time. Do not wait to be older to go through the experiences of, oh, this is what I should have done, this is what I should have done. Learn how to network now, learn how to innovate yourself, develop yourself. They also found out that other companies that lacked innovative processes compensated themselves actively by networking for resources and capabilities. That is to show you how important networking is. It is not about what you know, it's about who you know. You can see today, the president is positioning people, is appointing people. Those are who he knows. When they know you, then your talent can show. Other studies in the past have also shown that it's about your network strength, network density. How strong can you communicate? What is your capacity in networking? that improves the rapid growth of companies. So now we have gotten this knowledge. The question is, what is networking? Networking is about making connections based on similarities and potential similarities. It's about building valuable relationships. I want to be your friend because I want to be your friend, and we have the same ideology. And that is networking. So with this, I would ask the crowd, who should network, please? Huh? Everybody, right? Everyone should network. It's not just for few people. It's not just for the professionals. It's not just for the students. It's for everybody. And you should network to someone in line with your vision in your career path. Like I said, know yourself. If you know yourself, you know where you're going to, and you'll be able to network aright. Even in the Bible, I'm a Christian, I'm a strong believer. So even in the Bible, it also says, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe unto him that walketh alone, because when he fall, he has no one to help him. That is in Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9 to 10. So types of networking. Types of networking. We have operational network. We have personal network. We also have strategic network. Operational network is you networking on a professional level. For instance, I have a friend or someone in my space that does pharmaceuticals, and I am trying to get a deal. I will be more active in his life. Hey, Baba, see you. Or hey, brother, see, I need you to help me deliver this product here, and you're going to get this percentage. That is operational networking. Personal networking is me taking it beyond the professional boundaries and saying, bro, your child education, I'm going to support you with a carton of beer, a carton of drinks. I'll buy your children's pampers. That is personal networking. So you're going into their personal lives to show that you're valuable and you're contributing to their space. Then strategic networking is me seeing somebody who I want to be like, or where I want to go, and be their friend, be in their space to learn from them. For instance, it's not today if I was a friend to the governor, Simi Prince, I wouldn't be going to meet him now because he's the governor. If I wanted to go into politics, I should go on time. So I wouldn't go to the governor now. I'll go to the local governor to learn from them, build myself, strategic networking. The best part of networking is that there are no downsides. You would always need relationships. Media. Yes, it might be difficult at the first time because, yes, some of us are not built or are not used to keeping up with relationships. It might be difficult at the first time, but the more you do something, the easier it becomes because you're learning. And that is where the art falls in place. It's about repetition, doing something over and over again. So why should we network? First of all, no one is an islander. Even Jacob, that is called Israel, he had 12 children that we know, and he blessed them all differently. He didn't say, you that is a strong man should continue to, all of them should be strong men. He didn't say, you that is a farmer, every other person should be farmers. He said, you will be a farmer, you will be into craft, you will be a priest. He blessed them differently so they can work together, so they can connect, so they can know that they need each other. And that is what networking is about. And that's what we are in this world to do. God likes us working together, connecting together to help each other. Another reason for us to network is a ripple effect. Over the course of your lives, you meet at least 1,000 people that you would impact. And over that course, those 1,000 persons will meet another 1,000 persons. So you are a person away from 1,000,000 persons. And you're 2 persons away from 1 billion persons. Meaning if you want to even meet the president today, it's not going to take you more than 6 persons. So you have to be actively aware of what you're doing. Always be conscious of what you're doing, because the first person you interact with, or whoever you interact with, is going to affect the next man. And that's why you should network. We need people to get our big breaks. Nobody makes it on their own. I need you. You need me. We all need a platform to show what the Lord has put in our lives, all our talents. You need to also network to improve your skill set. If you do not network, how do you learn? How do you know what is happening? How do you know who is doing it better than you? So it is important that we all come out to network. People, there's a time for life, there's a time to die. There's a time to be born, there's a time to die. There's a time for you to go to school, there's a time for you to graduate. So in life, one thing is constant: change. Time and seasons are constant. So you need to network, because when you're in the high levels, people will be there to celebrate with you. And when you're low, people will be there to walk with you through the dark times. Our destiny revolves around networking. So with this, with this little idea and why we should network, I will give you 20 seconds to talk to your neighbor, get to know someone, and please tell them what you do in 20 seconds. Nobody's talking though. For 20 seconds, network. Nice, nice. All right. I hope we're able to get to know our neighbors in 20 seconds. All right. I have 7 ways to effectively network. I would like you to jot them down. 7 ways to effectively network. The first way is to master your craft. Know your craft. It is not, it's okay when you're starting and you don't know what you're doing. You can learn in the process, but as you grow older, as you go higher, the pinnacle becomes really difficult, and it's only excellence that is the language there. So know your craft. When you get into the right space, let your light shine, so people can say, this guy is valuable to be in my circle. Always study to learn new things. Innovation is sustainable. When you study to learn new things, you can always adapt. With the inflation price now in Nigeria, have we learned something new? Have we known how to adapt? Have we improved our mindset? Have we met economics personnel, professionals? Have we met others? In our network, have we discussed with our friends that how do we manage this terrain? How do we manage this aspect? Or are we just lounging? That is what your network is there for. Always learning new things, because things are going to change all the time. Visit strategic places. For example, we are here for this conference. I better clap for yourself. It is strategic. You're here to network. You're here to meet new people. And who knows, you could get your big break here. Always visit new places. If your mentor goes to a golf course, please go there. If you know where your destiny is going to be, kindly go to those places. It is going to help you better. And another one, be kind, gentle, and hospitable. If I came here very angry and I greeted you, your approach or your reaction towards me will be different when I'm smiling. So always be nice. Have a smiling face. Everyone is going through something. The world doesn't need to see only your problem. Wear a happy face. Like that young lady there carrying a child. Always smile. Contribute in your circle and your community. This brings value. Don't be a welfare case. when you're in a circle, look for what you can give. Always think about what you can give to that circle. For example, when you're in the church, always contribute. The Bible even says the gift of a man maketh way for him. So please, always contribute in your circle. Be valuable, because it's better to give than to receive. The more you give, you even forget that you need to receive. And the more you give, there's a way that things happen, that your mindset remains on giving, and you just see things happening for you. Never be the smartest in your room or in the circle. If not, you should change the room. You can't be the smartest. So anytime you realize you're the head of your circle, kindly involve other persons. Remember to stay humble. After learning all these, after knowing how to command your network, remember to stay humble, because as soon as you think about how much you have achieved, how proud you are, you will begin to miss things. And people in certain areas would not value you. So with this, I would say everybody is selling an idea, a product, a service, and the earlier we all know what we are selling, we will stop selling ourselves short. So I would let you think about this. What are you selling? When you play drums in the church, is that what you really want to project only? When you sell your wrappers, your materials, is that what you only want to project? Or do you want to project a value that you could be a manufacturer? I have a friend, she's a lawyer, and she's also into business. She has been pushing the business, and her family has been telling her to go for her master's, and she didn't want to go. And I advised her, see, going for your master's and understanding how hard it is to get funds in the business industry will push you in a better light, because you will be able to write research work that can curb or solve this problem. And you could be called into the international platform to be talking about how businesses should be funded, how businesses in river states can strive. You could also be called for conferences to speak about your business, because one, you are an experienced personnel and you are also a researcher. So if she has this mindset and she now goes back into her business, she would thrive better than someone that's just doing business. So always remember that you are projecting something, and the earlier you project the right thing, the better you stop selling yourself short. There is this technique I learned how to sell myself in 45 seconds. It's called the SNAP technique. It is super networking at accelerated pace. It is a technique that replaces the pitch deck. It speaks to the result over the process. It is clear, concise, powerful, and quick. It helps your contact or whoever you're talking to not second guess you, because it ends with a question. It also helps you streamline who your content, who your network should be, because people that are not meant to be in your space will just fall off. And it's called the SNAP technique. So I'm going to give you my own SNAP, and I will let two other persons here try it. As a result of what I do, Nigerian students learn better and get excellent grades through access to information technology, educational learning. I am looking for passionate people in education, technology, business, and community development, ready to support business development. Who do you know? Do you understand what I just said? In 45 seconds, I've been able to sell myself. And for me to be talking about community development, education, technology, I'm already streamlining my contacts. And when I say, who do you know? Even if it is not you, you would know someone. No be so. So I would like you to, in the next 1 minute, write down your SNAP. Talk to someone around you, your neighbor, and we'll call you up to try out the SNAP. Is that okay? Okay. It speaks to the results I'm waiting. It speaks to the results over the process. Tell people what you do, how it makes people feel at the end of the day. Then you end with a question. Who do you know? Has anyone finished? Am I seeing a hand there? Does anyone want to try the snap? Okay. Can somebody pass the mic to him? Okay, come use this then. Can we clap for him? It's not easy.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Mr. Joshua, more recently called Property J.
Woo!
I'm a forex trader and also a realtor.
Okay.
I currently work with Rains Properties and Investments. We are a real estate company and also a microfinance bank.
All right.
In a nutshell.
Wait. Have you started your snap? Or are you about to start now?
Yeah, I'm about to start.
Okay.
So basically, we are offering high-end estates in choice areas in Port Harcourt, and also we have investment opportunities for our customers in form of a cooperative. So you can literally get loans from us, and also have fixed deposits with us that accumulate profits and interests over time. Thank you very much.
Wait. So what were you trying to communicate to us?
Basically communicating what the company does.
The property company.
Yes.
So are they selling lands or investments? Which of them are
We
they?
actually are into two things.
Okay.
We sell lands and real estate and also offer investment opportunities.
Okay, so if it was for me, the snap, as a result of what I'm Joshua, as a result of what I do, my customers are happy with investing with our properties and sales. They get good, comfortable houses through our real estate. I'm looking for persons in this industry, in real estate, in investments, or are happy to build their businesses. Who do you know? Do you get that? So you speak to the results. The result as well. When they invest in your company, how do they feel? Are they happy with the investments? Is their investment multiplying? You understand? So you say your customers are happy investing with you because their money or their finance are saved. And it's through the real estate, through investing in your real estate. Then you speak to the question. So results, process, question. Do we get that? Does someone else want to try? Do you want to try? Okay. So tips for networking. I'll give you 3 tips. When you're networking, look good and clean. Be genuine. When you're speaking to people, listen. It's not every time you're going to give them an answer or a solution. Sometimes people just want to vent. Some people just want to talk to you. They just want to know that there's someone there to speak to them. And finally, never run out of gifts. Like I said, your gift will make way for you. If you're going to be traveling by air and you meet your mentor, or you're a business person, you meet Dangote, if you have one of your souvenirs, if you're in real estate, you have a souvenir from your real estate company, maybe a cup, or if it's someone that does plantain chips, maybe a pack of your chips. You will say, Dangote, it's nice to meet you. This is my product. I'm giving it to you. Your gift will make way for you. Never run out of gifts. And lastly, the key takeaways. After this whole seminar, what you should take out of this is always know God, yourself, your environment, and people. Can we say that? Know God, yourself, others, and your environment. Never forget to be a master of your craft and never stop learning. Can we say that? Be a master of your craft and never stop learning. Learn how to sell yourself in 45 seconds. Learn how to sell yourself in 45 seconds. And lastly, make yourself visible and contribute to your space always. With this, I would want to end the interaction and the presentation, knowing that you would be better. You'll be able to network more effectively. Please, does anyone have any question? Okay.
All right. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. I will ask a question, maybe make a contribution at the end.
Okay.
Now, how important it is for, as a salesperson or as an entrepreneur, for instance,
Okay.
is it easier to look for the cluster of people involved in what I do? Or, you mentioned I don't want to be an island. Or using that time, I'm trying to look for the cluster of people that do what I do to try to assess the market myself.
Okay. I think you should do both. First of all, know yourself. Know where you are in the market, in the food chain, in the supply chain, what level you are. And always in that industry, there's a trade secret. There are people that are doing with less resources and getting more results. Know who are the market leaders and connect to them, because sometimes the market leaders are the owners of the market shares. They have the contacts, so you need to get to them. Get to know the market leaders. Then know the market itself. Know where the market is coming from. Know where the market is right now and know where the market is going. So you position yourself for the future. Do you get that? Any other question?